In addition to Brandon not being on her social media, this past week, Gandhi's been extra snippy in some of her posts.
It is the 15-Minute Morning Show podcast. We got a room full. All right, here's Nate over here. Hi, Nate. And there's Scary.
Hello.
There's Scary. There's Gandhi. There's Dave Brody.
Hello.
Look, back there, there's Froggy. Say hi, Frog.
Hi, Frog.
There's Garrett.
Hey.
And there's Scotty B back in the background. And then we have Danielle.
Hello.
And Deanna is on the camera. We love you, Deanna. Good to see you.
Oh, no.
Deanna on the camera.
What happened?
I thought she was going to put her face in the camera, but I see it's like really attached to her, and that's not going to be easy.
This is awkward.
She's on Danielle's camera.
Hi. All right, so let's start off with people who start making assumptions by what they see on your Instagram feed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
We go to Gandhi.
David Brody asked me something today that he is not alone in asking me this, but it drives me up the wall. And the question was, how's Brandon? Haven't seen him on your feed in a while. Number one, he's talking about Instagram. So number one, I just saw Brandon at Thanksgiving. He is on the feed at Thanksgiving. Haven't seen him since. It would be strange to then post things that I'm not doing, like the latergram that I know everyone does. But people do that all the time. They assume that if I don't have 17 pictures of Brandon, something terrible must be going on. And I think the opposite, that if you only post with your significant other all the time, that's weird too.
Hey, I got a question.
Yeah.
My question is this. Are there people, how many in this room, we'll start with us, you actually think about what you're posting because you're trying to get into the minds of the people who are following you? Are you really programming to people?
I'm not. No.
Well, Scary is.
Oh, good God, Scary.
Now, wait a second. I will say that my stories are very in the moment. I'll post whatever I see. My pictures are very planned because I want to make sure that I don't have a big gut or double chins or whatever the case. So
that's
my
normal.
picture and my Instagram, the news feed is actually supposed to be you. Portraits, more doctored up things, because that's how Instagram started, with the news feed.
You think they're supposed to be more doctored up
A little
things?
bit more. Well, you don't just go click and you post
Some
it.
people do. Elvis does.
I do sometimes all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Let's go. Get back on. Get back in the lane I'm talking about. I'm not saying what you're saying is insignificant, but what I'm saying is because of the fact that Brody goes, Gandhi, you're not posting anything about your boyfriend. He starts assuming that maybe there's a problem there or something.
Yeah.
Do you ever thoughtfully think about what you are or are not posting because you don't want people to think there's a problem? That is so stupid to me. I don't get it.
I agree.
Yeah.
It is super stupid, but you would be, or maybe you wouldn't be, surprised at the amount of people who ask that same question that Brody does. Brandon and I are long distance. I can't post pictures of him all the time.
Right.
And I think that's weird. I just wouldn't do that.
But why are people making assumptions and saying something?
I don't know.
Froggy, you were saying something a minute ago. What was that?
Yeah, I got a problem with my wife's Instagram. So the other night, I just happened to be looking at her Instagram, and I'm like, wait a second. Other than my birthday and Father's Day, there is only one other picture of me on her Instagram for this entire fucking year. Like, what's with
Maybe
that
you're
shit?
boring. I don't know.
But you were in her Instagram stories. You just didn't make the static
It doesn't mean
page.
shit. Go look at my Instagram. She's all over it. I think there's
I
a
don't
problem.
understand. You get points for being on more
No,
than...
you don't. Okay, hold on a second.
Froggy, you're being petty, man.
No.
Oh, from Scary.
Hold on.
Take
If Scary tells me I'm being petty, I need to reassess things.
I can't believe you're looking into that way too deeply.
It is weird, though, that I have more pictures of Froggy than his own wife on his Instagram.
That is weird. I'm on Danielle's Instagram more than I'm on my wife's. I'm on Gandhi's more than
Well,
my
you
wife's.
are my other husband.
And
so I
Danielle,
guess that
Danielle
makes
likes you
sense.
more.
That's true. Danielle does like me more than my own wife. That's a good point, Brody. Never mind. You're right. All
Wait a
right.
minute. Talk about straight Nate. I never ever see Heather on your Instagram feed. That means you don't like her.
That's right. You know what? You figured me out. I
That's
murdered
stupid.
her. She's in the backyard. No, I listen. I haven't really been on social media a lot. I think it's a thing. I don't know. I think we talked about that a couple of weeks ago. I just haven't been on there.
Oh, can we talk about that? Actually, I got very excited because all of a sudden, like how much time I've been on it came up, and it was so significantly lower than normal. I was like,
You're proud of yourself.
yeah,
It's great.
you're doing a good job. So
But
it was so
that's
exciting.
saying you're doing a bad job if you're on. I don't understand.
Well, that's because sometimes I think it consumes your life, and,
Yes.
Right.
and it's like you have a bored moment, and the first thing you do is,
Pick up your phone.
right.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to do that as
But
much as I
there is
used
a big
to.
difference between posting
Yeah.
and just falling into the rabbit hole and just
But that-
scrolling.
There could be other things you could be doing with your time than like Gandhi and I a lot. We go down the rabbit hole
Right.
of all kinds of stupid
Oh.
things. Aaron Carter.
Aaron
and
Carter
everything.
held us up for days.
But a lot of times you don't need to do that. You could go, you know what? I don't need. Let me go read a book, or let me go listen to some music, or let me go for a walk, and you don't have to do that.
I mean, yes, agreed. I've been in many rabbit holes lately. One of them is the Chicago drill music scene.
What?
Don't do it. Do not get into it.
Wait, back up.
Stay
Wait.
away.
What is that?
So in Chicago, well, I mean, it's everywhere now, but all of these rappers who are trying to like come up now, and some of them have actually made it, like Lil Durk and King Von, who just got murdered. It is about what happens in their attempt to get famous. They are actually out in these streets killing people. I mean, these are like real wars going on. All of these guys with the 3 letters before their names, like FBG Duck, who also got murdered. They do all of this stuff. They literally kill each other. Then they rap about it. They go on Instagram Live. They're fighting each other on Instagram Live. Like, it is the craziest. Don't do it. Do not go down this rabbit hole. You'll be there for days. Days.
I don't think I'm going down that
Don't
rabbit
do
hole.
it. It is trash. Don't do it.
Doesn't sound like a fun hole to me.
Not a fun hole. Can we go back to the Instagram thing for 1 second, though?
Yes.
So we were talking about, we don't think about that stuff about posting our significant others, but you do know that there are tons of significant others who fight about this, if they were Froggy and they were only on their wife's page once in a year, like that's the end of the world. I've seen it happen. How come if you pull me up, I'm not there? That's crazy, right? Or is it not?
Crazy.
I think if we start placing our lives' values, our value on the number of times we've been posted about or tagged, that's fucked up.
It's so weird.
I don't understand. But I'm also talking about the third party, the Brodies of the world, who start looking at other people's feeds and start making assumptions about a failing relationship or something. There are people that do that. And the people who actually look at like a celebrity couple and they get into a fight, the couple gets into a fight and they notice that one dropped the other one, it becomes huge.
Well, dropping somebody where there's smoke, there's fire.
I'm going to require the little lady post about me once a week or we're going to have a problem.
I know couples like that. I know.
Right.
I know that.
You know what? I'm saying it jokingly, but you're exactly right. There are people like that for sure.
Yeah.
I'm curious what Brody was thinking about Gandhi and Brandon. Like, did you think they had a fight or
What
like?
did you think?
Yeah, what were you assuming?
What brought you to that?
Well, in addition to Brandon not being on her social media, this past week, Gandhi's been extra snippy in some of her posts.
What?
She put up some quotes that were a little. I thought. I thought that she put up like sometimes I'll DM her and go, "Wow, that's ballsy to put that up."
Yeah, but that's like political stuff.
Yeah, but you seem extra like angry, so I'm like, "Oh well, Brandon's not on there, and you're angrier." So I thought maybe we had a little falling out around Thanksgiving. You're not posting pictures of him.
No. And trust me, I do not vague post. If I broke up with someone, I'd be like, it's over, I'm single. DM's open. There's no vague post happening. Yeah.
DM wide open.
Wide open, slide on in. No, there's no problem. We good.
All right.
Yeah, thank you for
we
your
like
concern.
him, and I want to make sure he's good.
She was just mad she got ran over by a guy in a wheelchair.
Can I comment on something Scary said?
True.
He said he always makes sure to put up pictures where he doesn't have a double chin, he doesn't have a big gut. However, superseding that is if he's with a celebrity who died or had a birthday, then he doesn't care what he looks like. He'll put up the picture.
Well, the dead celebrity will take the shine off the fat rolls.
Yeah, like the Britney Spears birthday picture, the Jay-Z birthday picture.
I was my heaviest. That was 2 months before I started my weight loss thing. So that's when I took that picture of Britney, and I was reluctant to put it up. But it was her 40th birthday for Brit. I had to do it.
Celebrity trumps weight.
Yes.
Whoa. Did you just call her Brit?
I love Britney. The way you love NSYNC. And you know that.
Backstreet.
I laugh so hard at people. Sorry, Scary. I apologize in advance. People who post for celebrities with for their birthday, like they're actually friends. Britney Spears didn't see that post. She didn't give a shit.
Of course.
I posted 2 pictures of Jay-Z the other night. And I had to.
Jay-Z does not care that you posted
He
for
doesn't
him.
care about them. Yeah. He wants people to know that he meant them. That's all.
Right. That's
all. No, it's just a relevant thing. It's like, boom, it's this person's birthday. I got a picture.
Scary's not as bad, but we all know people. We work with people who will post for every celebrity, like, my girl, blah, blah, blah. You're not friends.
No.
You're not
They
friends
always
with them.
make it seem like they are, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Good shot.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hanging with
Scotty B, you've been so quiet today in your other studio. What's going on over there?
Part of it.
Why?
Because we're not on Zoom.
Scotty.
Yeah. We're on single camera.
Hi.
Hi, Scotty.
Well, maybe
love
we could
you.
talk about lame captions with celebrities. Do you have one for Jimmy Fallon? It's not tonight. It's this morning.
I hate you so much. No, I was just excited because he came in here and took a picture with cereal. But then people yelled at me, "Why are you taking pictures with Kellogg cereal? They don't treat their employees right."
Are you serious?
See, I can't deal with that
really
shit.
They really say shit like that.
Yeah, even the cereal fans are like, "Don't give Kellogg's a free plug. They don't treat their employees right."
Give me
Was
a
it George
fucking
Clooney?
break. I'm done.
Did Clooney turn down a cereal deal for $35 million?
Well, yeah, there was recent union
Well, yeah, they're
problems.
still. I think they're still on strike, or they have a temporary contract or something.
You know
that has to
what?
be
Did
ratified.
Captain Crunch walk off the job?
Yeah.
Look, we don't want anyone to be treated unfairly on the workplace, and we stand behind our brothers and sisters that are working their asses off. At the same time, Kellogg's has some fun cereal. I mean, we can't just ignore cereal.
Right.
It wasn't
Elf on
like
the
you were
Shelf.
supporting the management by eating their cereal. Well, you kind of were, you
No,
bitch.
it would look.
Did you cross
it
the
was-
picket line, Scotty
You
B?
asshole.
He's got his holiday song out, and I put him in front of the box of Elf on the Shelf cereal, so it made sense. That's all.
They should have new Kellogg's Scab Crunch.
Yes.
Yeah.
For people who cross the
That sounds so gross.
the union.
We should
lines.
roll that big rat outside his studio that they have when
I
people
love the
do.
rat. We haven't had the rat in front of our building in a while.
They could have
man.
the rat cereal, and that big rat is on the box.
You see, a lot of people don't know what the rat is. Here in New York City, a lot of these buildings we work in, including ours, is unionized. I mean, the people who work here, all the maintenance people. As a matter of fact, if a light bulb goes out, we're not allowed to change it.
Nope.
It's called a lantern, and we're supposed to call the union workers to come change it. And we do, because we support them. But if you work in a building where you're changing your own light bulbs or going against the union, they'll inflate like this 2-story tall rat in front of your front door. And I'm like, that's cool. Let's start breaking rules. I want a rat out front. Everyone's like, no.
I got a question on that. Does each local union, like 380, do they each have their own rat, or do they share rats?
There's a rat on Broadway down the street.
Yeah, there's one now.
It's in bad shape.
Oh, the titties are all mangled.
Is that a tit mouse?
Could be.
Because it's a female
mouse.
rat, right? And you see the nipples, and it's gross, and it's filthy and grimy.
Elvis,
it's
weren't
the
you
most
in that rock
disgusting
band?
thing.
Mangled Rat Titties, weren't you in that band?
I was the lead singer of Mangled Rat Titties.
We should buy one on Amazon and have it here, just in case.
Giant
Isn't
inflatable
a
rat.
tufted titmouse actually a bird?
It's a bird.
Yes,
Yes,
you're correct.
bird,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry,
It's a Jew.
titmouse does not apply to a mouse.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I always thought it was a mouse.
No.
I wonder why.
Do you know the
Stupid naming.
Empire State Building has an inflatable cat? And when they roll out that rat anywhere near the Empire State Building, they'll roll out their cat next to it.
That's so funny.
That's so cute.
I got a
Fire with
photo of
fire.
Oh
it.
my gosh, wait, we've been broadcasting from the Empire State Building for so many years. How come we've never seen it?
Oh, my God.
Good question.
We come in the other entrance, Danielle.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I have to host a thing at the top of the Empire State Building tomorrow night with Ed Sheeran.
I know, it's Ed
It's gonna
Sheeran.
be
Are you
awesome.
coming?
I'm not, because I don't know if I can get tickets.
Is it outside, like on the roof or something? I mean,
We're
it's supposed to-
on the ledge.
oh boy, it's
the
supposed
top
to
of
snow
the
tomorrow. Isn't it?
Empire State Building, it's actually kind of a small space.
Yeah,
How
I
did
think it's very, very, very limited.
There's
Yeah.
That's why I
no
didn't
way
wanna-
it could be outside.
Yeah.
It's so windy
How
up
did
there.
I get invited if it's limited? I don't get invited. To
Bring
that.
your
You're
parka.
hosting.
Oh, that's right.
Elvis, think about that sentence you just said. I have to host a thing with Ed Sheeran on top of the Empire State Building. How many people get to say that?
Oh no, I proudly say it. I love Ed Sheeran.
He's the
Not
best.
many. Like you're probably the only person next to Ed Sheeran
But
that
you know
said that
me.
sentence.
I don't like to do things.
Is he performing? Do you know if he's
Yes.
singing and he's talking and everything?
Elvis, did you ask if he'd come to your house instead and just so you'd have to leave the house?
I could.
Can
I think it's actually going to be on the CW or something. I'll let you know.
That's so cool.
Can I do my impression of Elvis being asked to do something?
Oh, do you really want to do this?
Yes.
No. So there's some things that Elvis is very excited to do, and he maintains that excitement all the way through. But there are some things, and this isn't one of them, that Elvis will go, yeah, sure, I'll do it. And then the day of, God, I really don't want to fucking do this thing tonight.
I'd rather stay home.
Yeah.
I want to stay home and watch
You
TV.
like
But that's
Yeah,
like
he likes
anything. Like we all say yes to parties, and then it's that day of the party, and you're like, oh, I really don't want to
I
go.
gotta
to
get
Yeah,
up
this
but
and put my
when we
makeup
don't want to go to a
on.
party, we don't blame other people. Elvis will go, who let me do this? Who didn't help
you
me
guys,
out of this?
You guys remember back in the day when I used to book the guests, right?
Oh, don't tell this story,
come
Danielle.
on, this is the best story.
Here it comes.
So he used
Shit.
to say yes to a guest, and I would say, okay, great. And the day the guest was supposed to come up, he would get mad and go, "Oh, but I never said yes to this person." And I would say, "I swear you did. I swear." And he's like, "No, I didn't." So I would have him sign a paper. On the day I'd book the guest, I would be like, "Sign right here that you said yes to this guest so that when they come up,
Sorry,
I don't
Mariah,
get
you got to go
By the way,
home.
that lasted for 1 week.
No, it was longer.
We got to get out of here.
Bye,
Nice
everybody.
spending time with you. Say goodbye, everyone. Bye. Bye, Scotty B.